What up? What's up, guys? It's Bishop. I'm here with day 14 of I'm 21. Haircut, didn't shave, ladies. Don't know why I say that, but I still do. So I got my hairs cut. You know, you try to go into a hair salon and make a joke about, getting more than one haircut, and they don't laugh or crack a smile. I'll tell you about that in a second. Anyway, started out my day. Off work today. It was good. Supposed to cut grass. It rained. So I woke up and got up, and I didn't sleep too good last night, so it kind of stunk because I'm on like 6 hours of sleep now, and it's 2:13, and I'm getting up in a few hours, to go to church, about 7. So I'll get a good night's sleep, hopefully. Hopefully. So I woke up and I went down my neighbor's to cut his yard, and his wife's car was out there, but not his, and that's usually okay. She usually shows me where a lawnmower is, and I cut, and she didn't answer the door. So I was like, you know what? That's fine. I can have other stuff to do. So I imported CDs all day long. I played a little Call of Duty earlier, World at War, and that was fun. I responded to some emails, which was cool, and just texted, and just hung out, ate a little bit, just kind of hung out. Then I ran some errands today. I ran out to, what was the first place I went to? Tell me, what was the first place? Oh, I got my hair cut. That's where I went. I needed my hair cut. I was going on this mission trip, and I like my hair long, but in the summer, something about long hair just kind of makes me sweat more, or maybe it's my thought about it. Maybe I think, you know what, I have long hair, I'm sweating more right now. Maybe that's my excuse for my awkwardly sweatiness. I just made up probably 2 words there. But yeah, so I got my hair cut, and plus I like my hair short. I've grown it out before, and it kind of gets curly, but I'll probably never do that again. I do like my hair cut this short, and kind of like a little beard like this, nothing too long. As you guys can see, it's kind of, short, kind of cool. I like it. I don't think it looks bad, So I go in the hair salon place. Usually my sister cuts my hair because she's a beautician, and she's great. But I think beautician's a word. I could have just butchered that too. Anyway, but she's not feeling too well, so please pray for my sister. She's a little ill right now. Also, please pray for my buddy Ben, one of my best friends, growing up, and real good friend, real best friend now. Just please keep him in your prayers too. So I walk in the salon, okay, and I walk up to the desk, and one would assume that when you walk up to a desk, before an appointment's made or anything, before you're about to give a place business, that they would, I don't know, show that they care about you or show that they want your business. Oh no. Walk up to the counter. She goes, what's the last 4 digits of your phone number? I said, you know what? And I read her name. Her name was Linda, okay? I said, you know what, Linda, before we get to that, how's your day going? And she goes, good, how's yours? And I was like, okay. I was like, you know what, mine's going really well, thanks for asking. And she goes, last 4 of your phone number. And so I give it to her because I've got my hair cut there before, and I guess if they know your name in the system, kind of like a buddy card or something like that, I don't know. So I'm like, you know what, this lady, she might be going through something. So I'm thinking, okay, well, she goes, sit right there to be a minute. And I was like, geez, okay. Like, I didn't think I would actually get my hair cut with a frown the whole time. So she goes, all right, right this way. Come to find out, she's the one cutting my hair. So I'm like, you know what, we gotta squash this beef. We gotta put a smile on your face, Linda. So what I said, she's walking me over, and she goes, so what are we doing today? Like, what are we doing on your hair today? And I said, well, 2 on the top, 1 on the sides, please. I was like, Linda, is your day going okay? And she goes, yeah, why? And I was like, well, I was just asking, I came in and it didn't seem like, you were that happy. And I was like, someone recommended me to come here, and, and I just wanted to let you know that, you are being, talked about out there as a good business. And she goes, well, I appreciate you coming in, sir. And I was like, no need to thank me. I was like, If you could, just 2 on the top, 1 on the side. You know, cut the eyebrows a little, get down on the neck, because my neck grows hairy like a Wolverine. And I was like, you know, that'd be great. And she goes, oh, okay, well, thank you. She started to cheer up for a little bit. Then I told her I was going on a mission trip and kind of talked about my life. And she seemed to cheer up, so it was good. So if you wouldn't mind praying for Linda too, because I really think she was going through something, and I'll be doing the same for her. So that was cool. Then I drove to my work, and I had to drop off a key, and oh, I'm about to like move away from the camera, but I'll be right back. Hold that thought. Oh. Alright, here I am. Oh man, my legs, I tell you what. Okay, so the reason why I shaved a while back on one of these day videos. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm getting my hair, I'm shaving, and there's going to be a reason why, but I can't tell you guys right now. Guess what it is? Well, ladies and gents, you're looking at Associate of the Month for June 2009. My picture's hanging up at the store. I'm not gonna say, you know, I'm not gonna be cocky and brag and say that I'm only one in the, you know, in the company that has gotten Employee of the Month 3 times. But maybe I have. Maybe I'm the only. I don't know. You know what? All glory to God is what I say. That's exactly what I say. People ask me what I did to get this. I'll tell you guys what I did. But because I'm living my life for Christ and He has blessed me with opportunities, all the glory to Him every single time. Okay? Let's just get that straight. So, basically, a few months ago, a lady came into the grocery store and she asked for some cigarettes. She asked for a carton of like Capri 100s, and she bought some Pop-Tarts, brown sugar cinnamon. I rung her up. She gets home. The store I work at closes at 11 p.m. She calls at 10:30, and she says, "Sir, I was just up there, and you sold me the wrong cigarettes." And I said, and you know what? She gave me a little attitude. And usually I answer the phone. And it's a great day. You know, this is Andrew in customer service. How may I help you? I always, customer service, you have to have a positive attitude. So I was like, it's a great day. How may I help you? And she's like, "Sir, I was up there not too long ago and you sold me the wrong cigarettes." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am." She goes, "Well, you should be, because I'm a computer professor and I'm going to be up all night and I'm going to smoke all of these and then I'm going to come in tomorrow and get the ones I wanted with no charge." I said, "Ma'am, you know what? That's not going to happen. Ma'am, that's not going to happen." I said, can you describe a little bit more exactly which ones you wanted?" She goes, "I wanted the Capri 120s, not the 100s. And I said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, I don't remember you saying 120s. And she goes, "Well, I got distracted." And I was like, "Oh, okay, so it was your fault." But, so I didn't say that. And I said, "Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that." And she goes, "I also bought Pop-Tarts too, and there's a little hole in the back, and they're brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts, and the hole is probably something that I see on the news where someone injected a drug into my Pop-Tarts." And I said, "Ma'am, you know what? I don't think that's the case here, but you're right, it is a possibility." And she said, "So I'm not going to eat these, so what am I going to do for breakfast in the morning?" So I said, "You know what, ma'am? If you wouldn't mind giving me your address, our store closes at 11. I can drive to your personal house, bring you the right carton of cigarettes, and bring you Pop-Tarts without a hole in the back." She goes, "Well, that sounds right." And I was like, "Okay." So she told me brown sugar cinnamon. Well, if you guys aren't familiar with Pop-Tarts, there's brown sugar cinnamon with frosting on top and brown sugar cinnamon with a nut. So I took both, right? Can't be wrong there. And the cigarettes. Get to her house. Walk up. "Here you go, ma'am." Not a smile on the face. She was mad. She takes the cigarettes. She goes, "Yeah, these are right." She takes the Pop-Tarts. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know if you wanted frosting on top, I didn't know, or what. She goes, frosting on top's fine. So she takes the ones that I give her, she gives me the damaged ones. She takes the one I give her and turns it upside down and finds a little hole, like a little tear. Like a little tear. And she goes, sir, the same thing's with these here. There's a little tear here. And I said, ma'am, I think when the stockers stock them on the shelf, sometimes little tears like that happen. And she said, sir, I am not going to eat these. And I said, okay. I was like, you know what? I manage the store tonight, ma'am, so I can actually drive back to the store and get the ones without a hole in it, look on the shelf for you. She goes, no, don't do that, whatever. I'll get breakfast in the morning somewhere else. Thanks for these. Slams the door in my face. Well, originally when I was like, she gave me her address, she gave me her cell phone number if I got lost, because it's kind of back in the neighborhood. So I then go back to the store. I get Pop-Tarts without a hole in it. I then drive to her apartment again, call her on the cell phone. She goes, who's this? I said, ma'am, this is Andrea. I was calling, I got the Pop-Tarts for you, without a hole. I'm outside your door. Is there any way you can come out and get them? And she goes, hold on. Hangs up the phone. Comes out. There wasn't a hole in them. She exchanged them. Thanks. Close the door. Well, then I had a carton of cigarettes in my possession and 2 Pop-Tart boxes. The original damaged one and the one without frosting. So I couldn't walk into the store the next day with a carton of expensive cigarettes and Pop-Tarts and be like, you know what, I took these out of the store and I'm returning them. That wouldn't seem legit. So I had to go in the next day to my manager and let him know. Well, I think the lady contacted my manager as well, and I won Employee of the Month. So all glory to God. After I went into work, I drove down to Walgreens and got a battery for my digital camera. Because on the mission trip, I plan on taking plenty of pictures. Something that I regret not doing in the past. After Walgreens, I came home. I ate a little, imported more CDs, played some games, then went down to my neighbor's again. This time, his van was there, and his wife's car. So one would assume that he's home. No. And I tried calling their phone all day, and it said the phone's been disconnected. And I'm like, that doesn't seem right. So, I'm worried about my neighbor, because honestly, I thought something happened to him. So I'm like looking in his windows and stuff, trying to open every door. Everything's locked. I'm pounding garage door, front door, back door, calling. I was about to call the police because both cars were there. They don't really go out too much. No one was answering the doors. Lights are on, and I'm a little concerned. So I pick up my cell phone to call the police. Non-emergency police. And then he calls me from his cell phone. Come to find out, he was taking a nap. His wife was out. She was out with her sister, and the reason their phone was disconnected is because now they're just going to cell phones, not land phones. So, problem solved. I felt a little embarrassed that I was going to call the police, but it never hurts to care, okay? And so let's see. After that today, so I didn't cut grass because it was already too late. It was too late at night to cut grass, and it had rained earlier in the afternoon. So then I played some more games. I installed Call of Duty Modern Warfare and patched it up to get ready for Modern Warfare 2. I was really excited. I played a little, got owned terribly. That's one thing I don't like about Call of Duty Modern Warfare is all the grenade throwing. It's like you spawn, you blow up. It's not that fun, but I played it a little bit, and hopefully all servers aren't like that nowadays, although I haven't played the game in a few months. So then after that, I got ready, took a shower, went out night for a little midnight bowling, ladies, and played 3 games with coworkers. I try to get my coworkers as like friends instead of coworkers. I like invite them out to eat or bowling like every Saturday night. And tonight we had 7, so that's a pretty good number. I mean, the week before we did have 9, or 3 weeks ago we did have 9. But, trying to get people to socialize, talk, share, become friends. I kind of want that at a workplace. So many times people just go into work, and leave. And they really don't even notice what their coworker might be wearing, So yeah, and some of them don't even know each other's names. And they work at the same store. I don't know. So that's something I try to do. So then my high game was like a 122, 125 actually, which isn't good, but it's not terrible. But I bowled better. So it was fun though. We had a good time. It was cool. So then, the Bible verse of the day is, love must be sincere. Hate what is evil. Cling to what is good. Be devoted to one another in brotherly love. Honor one another above yourselves. I think the important thing there, it's all important, but the important thing I want to take from there is that we need to honor others above ourselves. We need to step down a little bit, and if someone else wants something, or if someone else is going towards something, and they do deserve it too, we need to step back, not be prideful, not be arrogant, and give it to them. Let them have it. We need to love one another and put them above ourselves. So many times we're like, I want this, I want that. I need this, I need that. But a brother or sister next to us is in need of it more. Or in need of it the same. Step back. Christ will provide. So I think that's really important. And I'm not going to elaborate too much more on the Bible verse. Something else I want to elaborate on is the fact, and my friend Reggie pointed this out in an email today. He said to me, and this is something, and I'll just kind of say what it is. A lot of times in my videos, I've said before, what if Jesus was in the room? Would you still do it? And stuff like that. And it was like, you know what? Reggie replied to an email of mine, and he had said something. And here's what he said. He said, Jesus is in the room. And the thing is, he is. And I think so many times I've said, like, oh, think about him in the room. It's not really a thought process. It's what it is. Christ is in the room. Like, how important is that? How deep is that? Christ is in the room. So it's not a thought process. It's not, there's a chance of this. It's not, well, I don't physically see him. He's in the room with you. So when you're about to drink, or you're about to get drunk, I should say, when you're about to get drunk, or maybe drink a little bit out of a moderation, or you're about to do something lustful, sexual, whatever it may be, don't think, Christ could be in the room. No, Christ is there, right next to you. Tomorrow night will be the last video I do for a week. So, just remember, Christ is there right next to you.